just needing one more point to secure their grand finals run.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are watching Game 2 of this episode, and Team Philippines is currently one game ahead of Team MY. Will Team MY bounce back, or will Team Philippines get their supreme victory against Team MY? If you get the reference, you get it, you know what I mean? You know, whoever watched sees, yeah, you know, never mind, Daddy. I'm just gonna give it a hit. Daddy, Dominus. That's about it. I'm putting it out there. Leave it there. You get it, you get it. You don't get it, it's okay.
I don't.
I know you don't. It's alright. Don't worry about it.
It's alright. Anyways, going back to the game and looking at Turny. It really get pounced upon while Random is running for his life. There's not too much he can expend while it's a double coming out from Balachan Panjahan. It just casually scrubs his nose like, you know, the Bruce Lee movies after you. Usually you do it before the fight, but this one, he finishes the fight, he's like, oh, okay. Gotta get some sweat off my nose.
You know, speaking of Bruce Lee, right? Do you know what Bruce Lee says when he drinks water?
Well, he doesn't say it when he drinks water, but I know that he says, be water, my friend. And therefore,
no.
Be water, my friend.
Good. No,
yeah,
okay,
like,
no,
let me go on with that. Let me go on with that, because that's the reason why Random picked Kadena.
Oh, maybe, but that's not the real reason why what he says when he drinks water. What he says when he drinks water is literally water. You know.
Okay.
It's true, bro.
All right.
No, really.
Sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, speaking of which, the game is going to continue. And as you can see, the turtle is going to be halfway through. 30 game is going to be setting things up. As you can see, Team MY, they're looking for the push. And here comes the Circling Eagle. And they get the kick as well from Daddyhood. Eugene is going to be the first one to fall. Killing spree up on towards Balachan. And the turtle will be secure for Team PH. But they will lose bodies after bodies. Bobong and so Yuji is going to get paid the price. So Team Philippines, they are going to lose out in this fight. And this is the first time we've seen Team Philippines lose out so much in terms of economy. But slowly but surely, they are going to keep back their economy, because little did they know, on the bottom side, Supa almost taking the full gold blading on the bottom turret.
Yeah, and Ikuto can only just sit and watch, and this is going to be a really harsh game. And Mountain Shocker being expended, and majority of the players aren't exactly in the best of scenarios. As you see a little bit of rotation coming out. Team MY, they got some really clean fights going for this game, and I guess they're still a little bit salty about that last matchup with the backdoor coming from Turny, which is why he was first blooded initially. Bobong is just going to be backing it off while we have the turtle spawning over the top side of the river. So eventually we will need to have majority of Team Malaysia rotating upwards.
Yep, Daddyhood now going to be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to back off. And that is going to be Team Philippines going to be setting up an entire ambush for Daddyhood. And he might be in some trouble. You can see 30 Gaming. Oh, he's going to be checking the brush. He knows that Daddy's all by himself. He does not have the flicker. But at the same time, Daddy is trying to stall as long as he can. Mountain Shocker comes in, reviews the positions of the rest of the members of Team Philippines, and immediately they know that topside is going to be in some trouble. As you can see, Team MY, they're not responding to this. They might actually consider pushing the middle tower, and Team PH, they're actually responding to this as well. Oaha is going to get caught out, is going to catch out on the Kagura instead, but seems like it's not going to be happening, as Yuji will be in the safety nets of the tier 1. But now, with the turtle.
Oh boy, this is going to be a little bit of helter-skelter. Oh, Way of the Dragon will connect towards Random, and this is the rest of Team Malaysia opening things up again, 5-0. Honestly, not really giving room for Team PH, but then again, this draft, to me, is a little bit awkward because of the amount of magic damage that they're focusing on. Not to say that it's bad, but
no way.
Look at how they just easily get
push
and pull.
No, one more. Oh, That is so close, unfortunate, but now turning the tides here, it's gonna be rough wins, and here comes the catch coming in from Oaha, and that is gonna be random paying the price. Team Philippines, they are just crumbling this game. What is going on? And now 30 Gaming might be the next to fall. Great sidestep with the Thorn Rose, but it's not gonna happen. And that is going to be Team Philippines losing another body. And this is the first time we've seen Team Philippines losing so much in round number 1.
Boy, this is going to be pretty harsh. Team Philippines, it felt like they kind of dropped the ball after that sort of match, and they're coming in with a certain rotation. I guess when they do skill and when they do get items, it's going to look a lot better. When you look into itemization, it's only like a clock of destiny for the mages, while you still have the tomahawk pretty much up in the air. As you see, Mountain Shocker spots them all out, while the Cho all the way down below. Not going to be having an easy setup for this team fight, so it's better for Team Malaysia to not stay inside the jungle for too long.
Yeah, agreed. But top side tier 1 is going to be exposed as of yet. Team MY making works on it. As you can see, Belachan also going to be finishing it off. So that's going to be a quick one as well. Ikuto going for the cash. He does have the implosion. He's saving it for the right moment. And here it comes. Bobo is going to get caught out, but he instead will trade his life. So it's going to be a support for a support. Oaha, however, looking for the right moment. Doesn't seem to overcommit to this fight, as a tier 2 is relatively close in the hands of Team PH. So that's going to be the reset coming in. So supports for supports, helicopter uncontested thus far, means the Team MY is going to continue to lead the economy.
That's right. 8-2. And honestly, it's not too huge of a goal lead, although you're looking at an 8-2 scoreline. So it's only about 1,000 for them to catch up. That's one good team fight's worth. So Mountain Shocker spots him out. Ikuto now getting surrounded while they will push out random, as it's going to be slippery for them to catch the Kadita. Already expanding the element while they are contesting for the turtle. And shove is happening over on the top side while Bobong is just getting poked one after another. Now here comes the dive. Are they going to be able to steal it? Yes, they will. Team Philippines, they fully commit, and they try to take down helicopter. And over on the front, you will see Ikuto going down. It's a double kill for 30 game.
Yes, and now Oaha is going to be the ones to defend against this. Great catch coming from Team PH to actually make the turnaround. And with that fight being in the hands of Team PH, they immediately catch up in terms of economy. And look at this, they get mid-control, they take objectives, and they're very, very quick about this. But they've got to close this game as quickly as they can, because Team MY, they've got the firepower to fight into the later stage of the game. And Natan won't be able to do too much against this fight. Random. Now, gonna be getting a little bit jeopardy here. 3-man's going for the push. Oha is gonna get caught off as well. Ruffin comes in, and that's gonna be Random immediately backing out of the fight. So TMMY not gonna be able to capitalize on that situation. Meanwhile, top side, Sumpak might be in a little bit of trouble. He needs to back up. It looks like he is gonna use the Entropy, and he's gonna get out of there. Great decision there coming from Sumpak.
Yeah, really quick moves. And you look at Daddyhood building a Blade of Despair as well, so they are going to be able to have an arsenal of firepower to hopefully cannonball their way into this next team fight. Helicopter yoinks the wave away, but it will be the Matilda all the way down. But Obohaha gets jumped on.
Oh my
That
goodness.
is the shot coming in from the Flames of Eugene to secure it.
And it's not over yet. Ikuto tries to set up for the implosion. The Mountain Shocker looks good, but they don't seem to have the follow-up to do that. Daddyhood is going to be the next one to chip away, as Sumpa will just slowly chunk them all out. And just like that, Team MY, they drop the ball, and they are going to lose out a little bit too much here. Lachan and Helicopter is going to be there. They have the damage, but they need someone to be in the front lines. And Team PH, they're not giving it to them. 30 Gaming, looking for the potential snipes, but playing objectives is the way to go. Very, very disciplined plays coming from Team Philippines. Now, 30 Gaming is going to get caught out. Here comes Thornos as well. Even he gets bursted out, and it's going to be his downfall. Goes for a very cheeky play and gets punished heavily for that. Now, Ikuto goes for a flicker pull. Doesn't seem to connect, and that's going to be a wasted flicker from him.
Yeah, I guess it's a really good attempt whatsoever, but the Lord is already spawned out. Bobong is going to be quartered, sure, but then again, it's a Raphael that they're dealing with. It's not easy to take her down, but take a look. We're going to be having a little bit of a shocker coming out as well. And with another Lord here pretty much up in the air. Lord will be taken by Team Malaysia while Sumpak's on the back door again.
Here we go again. They immediately leave their stranded players. Oha is gonna get caught out while rotating, but they finally take down Sumpa. But did they get the tier 3? No, they did not. Here comes the implosion. Team Philippines, they walk in towards the trap. Team MY was able to quick to respond to this, and now Daddy Hood is gonna give chase. Can he connect? No, he cannot. And that's gonna be Team Philippines backing out the situation, losing Random and Sumpa, a pretty costly one. And now with the Lord in the hands of Team MY, this might be the comeback that Team Malaysia is looking forward to as of yet. And ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna be the Lord code for you guys as of yet.
That's right, Lord Slay Box for you to redeem at m.mobilelegends.com/en/code exchange. Rabbit Wallet's hot. So as we continue, this is where Team MY wants to make big decisions that will cost them. Turdy burst them down. And how long can Ikuto hold for it? He's crashing out, and you can see Turdy is out for blood. Now onto helicopter as well. This is gonna be a triple. It's a double kill. But that's just about good enough. Now trying to juggle with the waves as they are just slicing and dicing, and Turdy jukes them all off. Now with the kills all even, 12 apiece.
30 Gaming, quick decisions, pulls the aggression away, uses the bodies of Team MY to get out of the situation. And currently, he's getting a little bit cheeky. He wants to take the purple buff on top of it all, but he might actually pay the price. But it looks like he's going to be able to escape this. Here comes the Circling Eagle, goes for the retaliation, and now Daddy goes for a flicker kick. Oh, he gets it good, but does he get the follow-up? 30 Games still survives. The Mountain Shocker not going to be able to finish him off. And Team Philippines, they somehow still survive it all. And Team MY, they paid a very hefty price. And look at this, 30 Gaming, he's so low and he still wants for more. My goodness, the greed is real on this guy. The audacity.
Well, they have to actually pull it back. You just look at the scoreline. Yeah, in the early game he was punished for a few times, but late game, that's where a Lancelot shines. And you can see the cooldowns are dropping lower and lower for him to just utilize all of his spells to gain a certain lead. So Daddy Hood, even though he's going for a little bit more of a damage item build, he didn't really seem to actually get most of all these numbers as he followed it back to Belacan. And the Jahat is going to be winning by. This is going to be Ikuto getting caught out. And not really the best place to be, but don't worry, dear friend. We understand that happens for some reason. Is the rest of Team PH. They're just hoping to shove this wave all the way down to the mid side. Well, 1-3-1 formation is in fact.
Yeah, it seems like okay. 30 Gaming in the hit front of this assault. Looks like it's gonna be a really tough one. Holy Baptism has been expended as well. Team MY not gonna be making the jump, but Team PH, they've got a little bit jumpy in that sense. And now repeating his position, helicopter looking for the fight. Unfortunately, not gonna be happening anytime soon. So Team Philippines, they really want to close up this series as quickly as they can. Meanwhile, Team MY, they're hanging on a thread. 20 seconds left before this next Lord. And Team MY, their economy is going to be keeping up. So this next fight is going to be the most important one for both these teams, because whoever loses this next fight might actually potentially lose out the game.
That's right, and it's a tough call, but Team PH, they are scaling off the charts, and once Random gets even more items, it's gonna be so tricky for Team MY to focus them down. So you got a Rafaela problem where she just heals infinitely, and then there's also Yuji that can actually catch them in this big team fight. Sumpak, who's gonna work with Turdy very closely to shred those health bars, and this is where Mountain Shocker hits, and to get all the information that they need, Daddy Hood needs to join the fight, and he's just hoping to push off the wave in order to stop all these backdoor Ikuto pushing into the fight, and he's hoping to look for an implosion, but he's not gonna get anything done with the rest of Team MY backing away. This Lord goes over to Team Philippines.
Yup, and Daddyhood not even in the fight as well. He tries to push up to the top lane, but at the same time, it's a little bit too late to actually push out. So Team Philippines immediately taking advantage of the situation as soon as Daddyhood reviews his position up top. So that was a great decision for Team PH to actually throw their bodies, knowing that they've got the number advantage. So that was really, really nice coming from Team PH. But now with the Lord in their hands means they are gonna potentially push up towards the high grounds of Team MY. But little do you know, up top you can see Helicopter is gonna try and get a catch, but Random is gonna be able to escape his mark with his rough win. So that's gonna be a-okay. Items are right below. Nothing major, nothing crazy and fancy yet. So pretty standards coming from both teams. But Matilda going for a mage role rather than a supportive role. So not a big fan of it, but at the same time, bottom side, ooh, Daddyhood getting caught out by UG. That is not looking good for Team MY at all.
Not in the slightest bit. Here comes the Luminous Lord, immediately shutting down the top lane turret as they're hoping to escort it all the way to the base. Bubong slowly stepping into Team MY's base while they are working on bottom side as well. Supak basically crushing up the other while the Lord is already here. Team MY, and this is their last stand. And the Circling Eagle hits onto Random, but they are getting jumped out as well. How long can they hold for Implosion is already being utilized, but Ikuto will still be shut down the doors. Helicopter the next one, and Team Philippines once again finds themselves that huge 2-0. But then again, the minutes are not available, only one left. And Blachan will still hold on. Opohaha staying by, and they're just basically playing with their food. And oh, lo and behold, Team Philippines closes the game 2-0 and will still be